Hello, everybody. We are continuing our little stunt here. Looks like we don't have any main quests to do right now. If I'm not mistaken. Find Fig's book. Pretty sure I just got done with that. How about I leave the restricted area? So it does want me to... Okay. Forgot how to run. Okay, so like any other game. Nope. No time to mess around. There we go. Had to figure out where I was going. Okay. Of course. Oh, I guess he's here. Let's see what Professor Fig... Oh. See Mr. Black.
You cannot be serious.
Sure.
Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor.
I've been standing here
I'll
for
see
a
what I can
moment.
find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Sorry, it's eating pickles. and drinking juice. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do some herbology now. Herbology. Oh, mail.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Going there. Prefer to fight there then. Why won't it let me open any of these? Don't tell me it's gonna. It's gonna force me to do the class.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Yeesh. Sectoral map. This is the world map. Most map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. There are small communities throughout the world. A hamlet, Lower Hogsfield, provided new opportunities for vendors, flow, flame, side quests, and collectibles. Personally, I would just like to I would prefer just to get to this mission real quick so I can get some healing spells or potions. It's not Elden Ring, so I can't say spells really. Guess my game's not loading as fast as I would prefer. And sorry if this seems rushed, but this is a last minute recording. I was supposed to do it earlier and kind of put all my time towards Elden Ring, so I kind of neglected this. So sorry y'all if this doesn't seem as professional as I ever. Actually, I never make my videos professional, do I? New flame. Lock.
Onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see
Garlic.
you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Now
Hello! Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
she is
How
definitely a
thrilling it is
Hufflepuff.
to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Love how they're using
Now,
cotton.
everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Probably should give us extra.
Quickly, take your mandrake in the new pot and pack out the soil.
Yeah. She should have thought ahead. Because a mag Drake's cry can kill you.
Envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
Because I got the bad luck. Mature one can kill you.
Next task will be
Immature
planting
just makes you
detonate
pass
our
out.
potting tables. You can all get started. I need.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Is that naughty? That is not naughty.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Nearly went deaf.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
I'll take 10 minutes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Kindly offered, more like you forced him into it.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
So, didn't you? Hold this.
Look at that. They'll chomp anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I want to have one of those
bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could come in handy, I'm sure, but that's just a dummy. I was already imagining.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, Of course, you're not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I'm gonna grab a few more. Go around and steal some plants, if I will. I mean, borrow what is readily available. But definitely not stealing. You tell me we could have just... This would have been so much easier than walking around. A long and unnecessary
With that helpful
link.
reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I feel like I should
Sorry,
get in for
Mr.
that
Clopton.
class.
The edges mustn't curl and turn brown like that.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Good to know. Might want to import that on him being absent too much.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
It's a good idea.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Yeah, I am as well.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first...
Okay, now I know I have another mission for... Spelliums. No. No, wait, this is the one I want. This is for later. Okay. Where is the mission? In the library. I don't know why I hit Mark. We were gonna get this teacher's class real quick done. Because we're such a studious student.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Wow. They do not like him. Man, I like him the gossip, bro, but still.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I didn't come to class with ingredients today.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
It said right, but I was doing that with the left. I've been using the left joystick instead of the right one.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Understood.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Oh?
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
This one's a mission. Interesting.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Why not?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm doing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Not that valuable.
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fwooper feather from Sharp's office. It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Not that valuable sounds like it is worth at least a decent. Memorandum, date 31st of December 1875, from Arthur Off. Subject, Morgan and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made through the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more auras to join those that have already been waiting, or who've already been watching the shop. You are among the new additions. Further instructions to follow. So many ingredients. I think I made a mistake. Why did I ever trust him?
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the flopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
I feel like I made a
Should
mistake.
you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
"30 seconds. Although making another one of those other potions, I'll definitely want to do after this finishes. There you go. Pork lump juice.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
That was it.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
But you know, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Oh.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I mean, I should have seen that one coming. Okay, I should be able to kind of go to herbology, right? No. Wait, maybe. Okay, something's about to happen. Ah. Okay, I should be able to fast travel now. And I think I'm going to end this video with me harvesting my plants. Feel like it's a good place to leave this and plant some new ones if I have the seeds. Hopefully I should have more than enough, but we'll see. Cool. I'll plan another 10 minutes. And with that, I'm going to end it here. So let's go to settings. Let's save the game. Obviously, we're going to overwrite this one like normal. And exit to main menu. And I will see you all next time. Peace.